maps are going to be giving us information about how much the map has shrunk down reality by just telling us. Sometimes it's going to say something like 1 inch on the map is equal to 1 mile in reality, right? So that's going to be like regular old text that it's going to be telling us. Other times we're going to see a little scale bar. So we might see something that looks like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And maybe it's going to be 1 and 10. So we're going to get a little scale bar. The other thing that we will see sometimes is what we call a representative or a representative fraction, or sometimes it's called ratio fraction. And in these cases, what we're going to be seeing is something that looks like this. Usually it's going to have a 1 on one side. Everyone that I've ever seen has that. And then it's going to have a little colon, and it's going to tell us that 1 to 250,000. Okay. Now, there's something different about this guy than what we saw over here. Notice that here it gave us the actual units. That 1 inch is equal to 1 mile. Here it does no such thing. The big deal with the RF scale is that it is unitless, meaning without any units associated with it. And it just means 1 to 250,000. And so it could be anything. It could be 1 inch is equal to 250,000 inches. It could be that 1 mile is worth, well, no, you would never see 1 mile, but 1 foot on the map is going to be equal to 250,000 feet in reality. Okay? So let's figure out what to do with this. Okay? So let's say that we are looking at our map. We're using a USGS topo map, and we are using one of the 7.5 minute series. It has an RF scale of 1 to 24,000. Okay? That's going to be the map that we have. Each map is going to be a little bit different, but that's going to be the one that we have for our particular instance. Now, what we're looking at on this particular map is we have our location A and we have our location B, and we're wanting to know, we see how far apart they are on the map, but we want to know in reality, how far apart are these two guys? Okay. And so here's what we need to do. There are a few steps involved that we need to follow. The first thing is we need to figure out how far those locations are apart on the map. So how far on the map? Okay. And so for that, we may want to need to get a ruler, or we're getting a piece of paper or something else like that. I'm going to use this guy, and it looks like those two locations are 2 3/4 of an inch apart, or that these two locations are 2.75 inches apart from each other. Okay, so that is handy. That is really important. All right, and so that is going to be our distance on the map is 2.75 inches. Okay, now, that's swell. That's on the map. But how far apart are they in reality? Here's how I set up this problem. I'm going to set it up with my RF scale. So I'm going to have 1, and then I'm going to have over here 24,000. Okay. And so 1 to 24,000. Well, okay, this is going to be on the map, and this is going to be in reality. All right. So what I need to do is, it's not 1 of anything on the map. If it were 1 inch, then it would be 24,000 inches in reality, and that would be beautiful, right? But it's not. It's 2.75 inches. So this has no units yet, but I'm going to add them. I'm going to go times 2.75 inches. Okay. And if we're going to do it on that side, then we're going to do it on this side as well. Times 2.75 inches. Okay. So, not a total idiot. I can do this math. 1 times 2.75 is 2.75 inches. Okay, 2.75 inches on the map. Man, I'm getting close. Is equal to how many inches in reality? So here's what I got to do. I'm going to go 24000. That's my map scale, times the distance on the map, times 2.75 equals, oh, wow, 66,000 inches. Okay. Well, that is just a whole lot of inches. Okay, so what? Well, what I want to do is I want to simplify that a little bit. So I'm going to go step by step. The first thing I'm going to do is I know that there are 12 inches per 1 foot. And so I'm going to take this value and divide it by 12. And so that's going to give me 2.75 inches is equal to, divided by 12. Wow, that's still a lot. It's equal to 5,500 feet. Okay. Well, that is still a whole lot. Now, there's one other thing that I know. I know that there are 5,280 feet. How do you know that? Well, just because I've been working at it for a long time. Okay, 5,280 feet per 1 mile. So let's go ahead and convert this to miles as well. So what I need to do then is take that value, divide it by 5,280, and that will tell me that 2.75 inches on the map is equal to, standing by, divided by 5280, 1.04166. Okay, so we're going to round this to 1.04 is equal to 1.04 miles. All right, so we figured out how far apart it is on the map, and we know our RF scale. I like setting it up like this with 1 on the map is equal to 24,000 in reality. Then we take whatever distance it was on the map, because we don't want 1 and we want units. We're going to multiply it times both of those guys. So times 2.75 inches times 2.75 inches. We get inches to inches. Is that correct? Yes. This distance is equal to 66,000 inches, but sometimes we like to do a little bit of conversion. I like to go inches to feet and then feet to miles.